Well, more action at super middleweight. Top class action from the States is coming next. Mexico's Librado Andrade faces Robert Stieglitz. Stick around for it.
Toe to toe. It's a good burst from the German. Is he just walking back into the territory of Andrade?
Quick reminder for you, Ricky Hatton, The Homecoming, is a special event coming soon to Sky Box Office as he faces Juan Lezcano. It's live from the City of Manchester Stadium, Saturday, May the 24th. Don't forget that Paulie Malignaggi defends the IBF version of the light welterweight crown on the same bill. It's at a fan-friendly time, UK prime time, so you will not have to get up in the middle of the night to watch Ricky in action. A chance to go stateside next in a battle of two former world title challengers. Librado Andrade is an all-action fighter, always exciting to watch. He's relentless with non-stop attacks. And he faces Germany's Robert Stieglitz, whose only defeat was when he lost an IBF super middleweight title challenge. Quick reminder, the host broadcaster HBO didn't offer widescreen coverage of this event.
Interesting and important world-class meeting in the always popular super middleweight division here, as Mexico's charismatic Librado Andrade meets the skillful German contender Robert Stieglitz, both former world title challengers. And Johnny, the winner of this should get another crack.
Of course, Stieglitz boxes your typical German style, hands high, nice tight guard, tries to dominate the centre of the ring from the off. But Andrade's a little wild for him, a little too frisky for him for the start.
Both fighters have only suffered one defeat apiece. Top quality operators. Already Andrade attempting to get the hands flowing. He's all about aggression, pumping out volume and burst. Not afraid to take a shot as well as he comes in.
That's right, in the first minute you can see the classier, more school punches are coming from Stieglitz, but Andrade is the one with the attrition, the pressure, the different variations of shots.
Yeah, good combinations from Andrade, whipping in the uppercuts. He's been training in Canada for this with the Grant brothers, Howard and Otis. His theory behind that is he beat Otis, so they should know his strengths and weaknesses. Let's see how he comes on from that.
That awkward style from Andrade, it's confusing Stieglitz. Stieglitz is constantly being caught with the uppercut from both hands, left and right. Andrade is willing to throw the shots to the body as well. This is only the first round, and he's creating confusion for Stieglitz.
Stieglitz upright. Russian-born, German-based. A very methodical style. But he'll have to keep Andrade at bay, won't he?
He's got to dominate with the jab from the centre of the ring, keep him on the back foot. Don't let Andrade push him back and feel comfortable in the way he's fighting. He's just got to keep him busy.
There's the uppercut again from Andrade. Quick start, fast hands, very positive as always. And he's got the middle of the ring already.
Right. And one thing we do know is that Andrade can keep this up, keep this kind of pressure up, and keep this variety of shots up, and he's comfortable doing this, and that's what it is, the first one to get comfortable, getting that comfort zone in the fight.
There's that little habit of clenching his gum shield, Andrade, firing so much into these punches. Means the world to him, has to be careful of the counters. Right hand from Stieglitz there, but it's a good opener for Librado Andrade. Yeah, set a good pace, Andrade.
Clever and patience from Andrade. It was clever, patient pressure.
There is Howard Grant in the corner. Andrade feels refreshed, having gone to Montreal, normally trains in Vegas. And Thorsten Schmidt in the other corner. Robert Stieglitz from Magdeburg in Germany. Russian-born.
The one thing I do know about the German-based fighters is that they're tough, they're very strong, they're very fit, and they're used to being hit. So don't think their heart will be broken by, Stieglitz's heart will be broken by constantly being hit by Andrade. He'll keep plugging through.
Second round here. Black trunks of Librado Andrade, 29 years of age. Lives in California, born in Mexico. And his hero one, Julio Cesar Chavez. Loves to come forward and really apply and crank up the heat on his opponents.
Well, this is a better start to the round for Stieglitz. He's using the long shots, he's using the jabs, he's using what he's got, his correctness, his schooling to keep Andrade on the back foot.
Needs to use his feet as well, move around Andrade, who can be a sitting target at times.
That's right, but he needs to coordinate the two. There when he stands still and lets Andrade get the uppercuts in between the guard, he's leaving himself open. That's Andrade's style of fight.
A touch of blood, I think, to the nose of Stieglitz, who won't want to trade with Andrade. Andrade having 20 knockouts in his 26 wins, and Stieglitz 19 in his 31. He's not a big hitter, is he, the German?
He's not a big hitter, but you mentioned one thing earlier on about Andrade gripping the gum shield. It's sort of an indication when he's going to throw a shot or when he's going to do an onslaught. He needs to watch out for that, because certain fighters will catch on to that and know when he's going to throw a shot or know when he's going to do a burst of punches.
There's nothing that smart or clever really from Andrade. He is what he is, but he can be a menace. Good body shots going in under the elbows of Stieglitz. They got through.
Good work from Andrade. Oh, beautiful right uppercut, slipped in under the left-hand lead of Stieglitz. On the button again, 3 shots straight off.
Yeah, powering his way through Andrade. Forcing the fight and the pace. Back comes Stieglitz. Good action here in the second round.
If you are not a confident, totally confident fighter, Andrade will test your mettle, he'll test your heart.
Still open though, as well Andrade. That adds to his excitement, because Stieglitz popped 1 or 2 back at him. Look at this, showing heart here, Stieglitz, and backing up Andrade.
Wow, this is like 2 bulls in a china shop. Nobody wants to give way.
The nose looking worse of Stieglitz. Nothing wrong with his temperament though, and his ambition. Very important fight this for the pair of them.
But you saw when the class kind of edge out a little bit when Stieglitz decided to step it up. He starts to punch his way through Andrade's guard, and that's what he needs to do, stick to his class.
Touch of toe-to-toe about this second session, but Andrade probably did enough. Stieglitz there. He doesn't look like he's only had to endure 6 minutes of action.
not a pretty picture. Look how he just led with that right hand lead. Beautiful uppercut in between the guard, and he's constantly been catching Stieglitz with that shot every time. But Stieglitz came back, right hand, left hook, put the pressure on. His class, his style, his schooling came out, and therefore he managed to kind of pull some fight back in that round.
33rd fight for Robert Stieglitz, who's 3 years younger than Librado Andrade, 26, but needs to get a foothold into this. Good punches there as Andrade came in. That's his best chance, isn't it?
That's right. Stieglitz needs to, he's got clever, fast, long hands. Don't get involved in a war. Don't give a man a chance that shouldn't have one. Do what you're good at.
He looked very good when he stopped Alejandro Berrio. Unfortunately for him, the Colombian reversed proceedings when it really mattered for the world title, and he got stopped early. He's capable, Stieglitz, but is he special?
He seems to be warming into it. He had a better second round, a better third round start. He's now starting to box instead of getting involved. He's now starting to dominate a round.
And the way to beat Andrade is to use skill and swift of foot. Mikhail Kessler won every round of their fight. He was just far too good.
Which proves he can be outboxed, he can be outfoxed, he can use speed to work this guy over.
Andrade was trained by Wayne McCulloch for that fight. They've since parted. You can see why they might have got on though, can't you?
They've got something in common, I'm not sure what it is.
Still bullying his way forward. Not quite as dominant as he was in the opener, Andrade.
He's putting the pressure on. Stieglitz is just not matching Andrade's punch for punch. Andrade will throw 3-4 shots in a quick burst, and Stieglitz will step back and throw a couple of shots, but just not enough.
Bobbing and weaving there, Andrade. They've obviously worked on tightening the defence, so he's not such a static target. Referee Ray Corona just splitting them up. It's been a good match so far.
This is a real battle of wills for both fighters. They're very strong-willed fighters, and they both want the win. They both need the win.
Crowd-pleasing styles as well, and gelling too. Putting the hooks in, trying a volley of punches, and an uppercut himself, Stieglitz.
Yeah, you see, Stieglitz schooling started to come out. He knew how to pin Andrade against the rope and knew how to put the pressure on. He knew how to throw the shots round the guard.
Just hits his gloves together there. The problem may come, can he keep Andrade off him? Has he got the dig and the power? Because Andrade is so fit and tough and determined. Stieglitz just bundled down. Physically, it might become tough for him.
How you feel, man? Small shot, tack, 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 tack. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta go there trying to be swinging from one field, left field. You know what I mean? Just like you did in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You understand?
He wasn't as impressive, was he, Andrade, in that round?
No, he wasn't, but I disagree with his corner. His corner should be saying, take control of the pace. Keep this guy under pressure. Don't give him pace to box. Don't give him distance. Keep him on. Keep his back to the ropes.
Don't get into wrestling, homie. Come on. Listen. Let's go. Keep it clean, gentlemen.
An eliminator for the IBF super middleweight title held by the Canadian-Romanian Lucian Bute, who's unbeaten. So a tilt at Bute might lie in wait. Obviously boxing politics can get in the way, but I think the winner of this would deserve that shot.
Oh, definitely. Listen, but this is a good fight. This is a good class super middleweight fight.
Your top contenders. 26 wins for Andrade, 31 for Stieglitz. They know what they're doing in there. From a tactical point of view, who can outsmart the other?
That's right. Andrade's waiting for that right uppercut under the left-hand guard of Stieglitz. Stieglitz is trying to set up that right-hand cross over the left-hand lead of Andrade, so it's cat and mouse at the moment.
Andrade was actually floored in his last fight against Youssef Mack, but came on strong to stop Mack in 7. And that's what he's all about. He grinds you down, he doesn't give up. This is a guy that apparently started boxing before his first birthday. Wow. That's what he claims.
Well, everybody starts somewhere, but that is an odd claim.
Absolutely loves the sport. Said he'd be flipping hamburgers if it wasn't for boxing, Andrade. So wants to be a success.
Both fighters landed with a right-hand body shot there, and they both wins from the same shot too.
Just keeping to his boxing, Stieglitz. Not getting drawn in as much. Wilder from Andrade, not as accurate.
Andrade's the bigger chancer of the two, isn't he? He's the one that's willing to step forward and try and throw a shot and expect the counter work from it. Good combination, 4-shot combination there from Stieglitz. Straight shot, but he's smothered his own work by leaning on Andrade.
Well, that shows his ability there, Stieglitz.
Oh,
trained very hard for this. And it's a good burst from the German.
And these are eye-catching shots that he's throwing. He will grab the shot to the eye of the judges.
Is he just walking back in to the territory of Andrade? Doesn't want to stay in there, does he, too long? He's got to get out and move as well.
He's also got to remember this 12-round fight, so at this pace, these guys are not the smallest super middleweight, so let's say they are in 5 rounds time.
Yes, that's Andrade's main weapon. He will just keep on going. So he takes a couple there, and he smiles. He laps it up, and he comes back with better shots. Good left hook to the liver, and Stieglitz felt that. And Andrade coming on strong. Fabulous stuff. Good round for Robert Stieglitz, but at the end, the last 20 seconds or so, back comes Andrade. That's got to be, well, so dampening to the spirit.
It's a big indication to how this fight will go if it goes the distance. We know the one that got that fire in his belly to come back with something. And if you're tired, the last man you want to be in front of is Andrade, because he seems to feed off the pain of a punch.
5th round. Remember the red trunks of Robert Stieglitz, who needs this win, really, to reignite his career. Padded a touch back in Germany, where he started in 2001. This is a hard assignment for him against a really tough customer in Librado Andrade.
Stop! No. Okay, come on, both of you, listen.
Just to get the jab going as well, doesn't he, Stieglitz? Really try and punish Andrade.
That's what they need to instill in him in the corner. Do what you do in the gym. Use that jab. They work on that in Germany. They work on a nice, stiff, fast, popping jab, and then throw the combinations off that.
Body shots from Andrade. Bravery there. And some speed from Stieglitz. He's about 3 inches shorter, so physically hasn't really got the advantage to get that jab going.
But looking at the two fighters, Stieglitz is the more tense of the two. He's the one that's just burning more energy. Just stood there doing nothing of the two. I have a funny feeling down the line, Andrade is the one that's going to have more left in the tank.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Stieglitz can keep this sort of pace going. Slapping around the back of the head. Not all of these landing from Andrade. 1 or 2 of the rounds close. General feeling, I guess, that he won the first couple, but Stieglitz has come back a bit.
That's right, he's come back, he's done the right thing, he's used his ability, just picked it off, but he's slowly but surely getting dragged back into that war.
A long way to go in this super middleweight fight. More blood for Stieglitz. He can't out-macho Andrade. That's not possible, is it?
No, I can't see it, but you never know. You never know what kind of character he is in the gym. If he's a stubborn sort of chap, sometimes that gets you in trouble. But to my eye, I wouldn't do that. I would box him. I'd try and box out Andrade.
He's had a couple of wins since the loss to Berrio over the journeyman Marlon Hayes and the South African William Hurray, which was a decent result. Everything Stieglitz does, Andrade comes back with meteor-looking punches, especially towards the end of the rounds. Off he goes again.
And Andrade's shots aren't straight shots, they're uppercuts and they're left hooks, and they're coming from odd angles. And if you're used to an orthodox style of fighter, this is very, very hard for you to deal with.
Good work from Andrade. And he's stuck there, Stieglitz, with nowhere to go. This has got to be disheartening for the German.
Is this an indication of the tide turn? He stepped back, it was like a time counter left hook, caught him, and that sort of stunned Stieglitz. He had to cover up, he was hurt from that shot, and Andrade sensed it, he knew it, that those unorthodox uppercuts, right hands, left hands, and they were just frustrating Stieglitz.
Look at that face.
It's not instilled with confidence right there, is it? That's a scary face you're looking at.
Out he comes again, Librado Andrade. He had no amateur schooling at all. He lost 9 of 13. I think rather like yourself, Johnny, but as a pro, well, he loves it.
I see the program just suits certain people, and you know, confidence-wise, if you're turning pro and you've not had any amateur pedigree, it could affect your confidence, but it's obviously not with Andrade.
What can Stieglitz do? Can he get his boxing working? Get the feet moving? He'll certainly try and do that, I'm sure. Can't afford to get sucked in and sucked up.
I just remember at the point of the fight where you're tired, your limbs are tired, your heart's bursting out of your chest, you're doing what comes naturally to you. So if it's comfortable for Stieglitz to box, he'll start to box. But if he's getting hurt, and he'll be trying to grab and hold and get a rest whenever he can.
He won his first 29, but this is up in class now.
That's right, they're both stepping up in class, and it's good for both of them. They're both tested on every level.
Again, punches in bunches from Andrade. He had a good win over Tito Mendoza. Also Willie Stewart. It's wild there and loose.
You see when they break, Andrade's the one that's bouncing on his toes. He's comfortable, you know, he's staying loose, he's staying warm. Stieglitz is the one that just seems to be running out of gas.
Exactly what I was about to say. Is he running out of steam? It looks like it. He's trying, he's digging in for these, but it's coming more naturally to Andrade.
Exactly, and we're only midway through the fight. So therefore, at this stage, it's 7, 8, and 9 when you get your second win, when you're really, really tired.
Good right hand from Stieglitz. He needs more of those quick shots. Got to try and dent Andrade, have an effect on him.
Andrade's got a monster style approach. He's just walking Stieglitz down and just putting him under pressure. It may look awkward, it may look unorthodox, but it's working for Andrade, and he's making Stieglitz worse.
And working he is. He's really trying, Robert Stieglitz. It's a fantastic effort, but is he really getting anywhere? Right hand there from Andrade. Again, he comes off better. Last 30 seconds, you see the same pattern.
Turns it round, punch for punch, and it's about metal, it's about confidence, and Andrade's the one that's got it.
Yeah, it's a bad moment here for Robert Stieglitz. He's got to throw something back, he needs the bell. Andrade pacing himself, using every second of the 3 minutes, and coming on strong when it's needed. Is there a way back from that?
I think we've seen the pattern of the fight. We've seen one fight whose energy's running out of him. We've seen one fight that feeds from this style of fight, and it's feeding his confidence.
I'm not sure if there was another 30 seconds or a minute whether he would have survived that onslaught, Stieglitz.
But towards the back end of the round, you saw Andre dummying the slipping of the shots, and he had the energy to do it. He had the confidence to do it.
There's 6 rounds to go. Can Robert Stieglitz survive this? Andrade, well, a couple up on your card, but it's the momentum, isn't it?
That's what it is. It's slowly but surely. Andrade had a nice start. It changed midway. Then all of a sudden, Andrade started to pull it back a bit. And this is comfortable for him. But this is good boxing. This is what Stieglitz needs to be doing every round.
Yeah, in cameos, in short supply, you can see the quality of Robert Stieglitz. But he's being manhandled and bullied by Librado Andrade. Hector Afu, Jerry Conti, Fritz Werner, the judges at ringside. Wonder how they're seeing things. Right hand. This looks more powerful, Andrade.
That's right, and Andrade, He's kind of clever how he's dealing with this. When Stieglitz starts to box him long, he'll stand off and he'll try and keep that distance, and then he sort of senses when the energy's running out of Stieglitz and steps in like he's doing now, walks on him, leans on him, holds him on the blind side of the referee and drags him into a wall.
He doesn't look at many tapes of his opponents, Andrade. He said boxing's so much about instinct. He's working it out well in there at the moment.
And we see he's using excellent instinct there. He used a left hook there, caught him again with another left hook, and that shot has caught Stieglitz round after round after round, and it stunned him.
Yeah, blood pouring from the nose still of Stieglitz. Because everything he tries, he just doesn't have the same impact. Might be more skillful and clever at times, but over the course, Andrade on top.
See, Stieglitz has worked hard for this one. He definitely won the first minute and a half of this. Now this is the danger zone for Stieglitz. That last minute is when Andrade tries to impress the judges and finish the round off impressively.
He's come back well though, Stieglitz, after the end of the sixth when he looked in dire trouble. Yeah, he's dug in, the German, give him credit, and he's winning this round.
It's just a worrying situation to being in round 7 in a 12-round fight. That's what's bugging me about this.
Still last few seconds. Andrade stepping in, not as clean though from the Mexican. It's Stieglitz round, and well played to him. Needed that. That might have tightened it up on the cards. I don't know, Johnny. I still get the feeling that Andrade is in control.
Well, he's the one that's in a position in this fight where he's happy. He's the one that's willing to try and dummy the shots, and he's on his toes, he's bouncing around. He's the one that seems more relaxed out of the two. So yeah, I agree with you.
Same focus on the face of Librado Andrade as they come out for the 8th. Good work at the beginning from Stieglitz. He showed some speed, throwing out the hooks and good combinations. He hasn't upset Andrade. He's not wobbled him, he's not hurt him.
And Andrade now is kind of staying in close and just trying to slip the shots to let the uppercuts and hooks go around Stieglitz's shots.
Popular in the trade, Librado Andrade, full of chat and talk. Lovely guy to be around.
I'm just wondering if it's an indication with Andrade standing in close in round 8 in this fight, that he feels as though Stieglitz just hasn't got that punch power to hurt him at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, that's been a big problem. Lands a couple of right hands though, Robert Stieglitz, but he soaks them up, Andrade, and comes back for more. To the body, the pair of them. This has got to be getting draining, especially for Stieglitz. He's put so much into it and not got a lot of rewards.
He's making Stieglitz work to win this round. Stieglitz has to work hard to win each round.
There's a tired hook there from Stieglitz, just bouncing on his toes. Andrade. Looks a bit more weary now, Stieglitz, and not all of these are getting through, but he's just starting to apply the pressure. That was a great shot there from Andrade, and Stieglitz in bother here in the 8th round. It's another storm, and the referee stopped it. It's over. Librado Andrade wins the eliminator. It's a big result for him, and the brave effort of Robert Stieglitz comes to an end. Good action, but at the finish, Librado Andrade was just too tough, too strong, and too determined.
Steady, constant pressure, worked the body up against the ropes. As soon as Stieglitz thought he was out of the way, dropped to right and over the top, put the pressure on Stieglitz. Stieglitz was hurt, got him on the blind side of him, and just put his foot on pedal and kept the pressure on.
Had his moments, Robert Stieglitz, But there were times when he looked to be wilting, and it was that right hand that did the damage.
That was, and he chased him. Instinct took over, and he did not give him space to breathe. Just kept the shots going. Before that, we saw him working on the body. This time, he was just working ahead constantly because he knew the referee was there behind him, ready to jump in.
Didn't throw anything back there, Stieglitz. The referee came in. Right stoppage.
Excellent stoppage. The pattern was slowly being set. Andrade was walking him down, putting the pressure on, taking the shots, chasing him down, bullying him in every quarter of the ring. He did the right thing. Excellent stoppage. Excellent measure of a fight.
Most important win, probably, of Librado Andrade's career. And that's what it means. He's good at those.
That skill, he should be going in the Olympics, this young fella.
Acrobatics too, after a really gritty and good performance.
You don't want to get the acrobatics wrong doing that, do you? What a performance, what a great fight it was.
Really good fight. They both came, as we thought and read they would, to give their all. You know, he doesn't look like a Mexican. It's unusual to get a 12-stone Mexican boxer, but he certainly fought like one. He took so many heavy shots, but just brushed them off, nothing at all, no effect. And he came back relentlessly throwing shots, and in the end just wore down Stieglitz. I mean, there was nothing left in the tank there. He'd taken lots of punishment throughout the night, and look at, you know, so fit, just pouring on the pressure, accurate shots. So he's not just a fighter who throws anything, you know, anywhere. They're well-schooled shots, and they're very, very good performance.
Comes from the Mexican ghettos. He fights like it as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, certainly does. You know, he wants it, and he really has that hunger. And but as I say, not only he's not just really wants it. You know, he's schooled. These shots are accurate. He's got great balance there. He's watching. He's not just throwing punches willy-nilly. They're all with purpose and with accuracy.
A shot at the IBF champion, Lucian Bute now.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of a bit like Kelly Pavlik. You know, comes forward non-stop, throwing heavy shots, and you know, we don't know how far he can go. Can he up the quality of his performance again and take the title? I think we possibly could see the world champion there.
And we'd like to see more of him.
Yeah, because he's exciting. He gives his all. He doesn't take a backward step, and fights non-stop for the whole 12 rounds. Should he need to go 12 rounds?
And Stieglitz?
Stieglitz is a good fighter. But I think he just met his match there. You know, he can box a bit, he can punch a bit, but the punches were having no effect on Andrade, and didn't bode well for him. And he can still come back.